I was going to play the Outer Worlds, but Outer Worlds on survival difficulty is a dedication, and I'm not feeling super dedicated to, you know, playing it all day. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to stir my food around to get the sauce evenly spread, and I just got spicy mayo all over my finger. I did not make a clean food today. Also, if I play Outer Worlds, it's not something I'll be able to put the controller down to eat. So, you're just joining me playing Nubbies for the first time. Basically, it's Plinko, or like Billionaire. You might have seen me play Billionaire before. But you don't get to control where the pegs are. The roguelike aspect comes from the items you collect. So, I've finished my first run before, and I did that with tons of cacti. And I did Tony Jr. not too long ago. The secret with Tony Jr. is to use squids and duplicate your rare items. As you can see, I got a very high score, 246D. Whereas my previous high score was only 596 million. Tony Jr. is very easy to get high scores on. Tony Jr. gives you, like, I had it where it was giving me 9999 times, like 4 nines, multipliers. And it got to the point that it got so bad that I couldn't see what was going on. Like, here, I'll show you, I should have a video of it. Like, I went crazy. Okay, so that's one of the weaker ones. Just give it a second. Wait for that, wait for the ball throw, wait for the pitch. I was sitting here trying to figure out which way I should best launch the ball. And there it is. 9999 times. And I was getting that almost every round. The only reason I failed endless mode is because the one time I didn't get it. But yeah, Tony Jr. is very easy to win if you can get double horse heads. Like, I didn't even know it let you go that high. So, Tony Jr. was an easy win. Maybe I'll just do a Tony Jr. real quick as an example. Hopefully it's reproducible. Yeah, you get to buy immediately with Tony Jr. Let me just move my stuff real quick. Gotta make some space. Cacti is good, if you can get a lot of cacti. Yeah, when the game tells you that you broke the game, that's how you know you won. Oh yeah, I forgot. I gotta take chat off screen, so sorry about this. Actually, I think I took it off screen already. Yeah, I did. Okay. I realized the conundrum of having chat on screen if trolls come in ever again. Okay. That was my only reroll, so flamethrower's okay. Chance to double a peg. Squirmy's okay, but when Squirmy evolves, it metamorphosizes into a butterfly. When that happens, Squirmy becomes useless. Pops a random peg 10 times. Alright. We'll just buy an extra item slot. Okay, so early on, if I can't double or triple my goal, I will usually reset the board. I'll usually reset the run. Yeah, I don't like to settle for less than 2 times. Because your momentum controls your experience in this game. If you don't have a good starting momentum, you're not going to be able to carry that into the later game. There we go. 2 times is still good. Alright, we got straws. 10 pegs popped, summons 1 straw that pops 1 peg. Pegs popped by straws give an additional bonus based off of how many times you jumble. I jumble only when I need to, but that's still pretty frequently, so straws can be useful. And straws with cacti means much more popping. So, I'll probably do this. We'll reserve this one. Reroll. We got another straw. We can't afford it. I'm gonna buy the extra item slot. So the way it works is that each time you pass a goal, you get a coin, I believe it is, or a set amount of coins. So you want to multiply your goal as many times as possible so you have more coins to spend, especially with Tony Jr., who has increased chance of getting rares in the store. That was bad. I shouldn't have re-rolled that. Okay. Oh, that's still good. Ooh, 1 times, but we're past the first round. I don't want to restart all the way from the beginning. There's my 64. There goes my 2 times. 1 times. So, we get a lot of money with Tony Jr., so getting the gourmet perk can actually be pretty good because that means we have more opportunities for strawberries and hot dogs. Strawberries and hot dogs can give us money back. Strawberries, it takes like 4 times of buying them before they actually start to give you a profit back. But piggies give you a profit immediately if you have 4 or more lives. Force triggers all items in numbered slots for first peg popped. That can be good, but I want force triggers the item in slot 7 1 time for every 10 foods you consume, because right now, it might not seem that good, but this is a skill that builds. And the skills that build over time are some of the best ones. That's why I also want an early game poop butt. I must sound like a crazy person when I talk about this game. Okay. So, fusing these two... It still only summons 1 straw and gains more value over time. So right now, I'm keeping these separate because these have a similar value, even though they're separate. I've got plenty of space, so I'm gonna keep these ones separate so that I get double the activations on them. Got another straw, we'll freeze that. I do not want this to be the all-straw run because I feel like straws aren't strong enough to carry the whole run. 2 times, that's good. Sometimes when people talk about video games I have no familiarity with, I think I've forgotten how to speak English. It's okay, it'll all make sense when we get the poop butt. When we get poop butt, you'll understand how the game works and it'll all click. We're re-rolling that. We really want to hit those snipers. Snipers are the money. Double restock, that was a freebie. We got a good set of buckets there. You always want a good set of buckets. That was bad, I shouldn't have re-rolled that. Oh, that was horrible. Okay. Oh, that's better. Since we got things that go based off of popping 10 pegs, we want the ball to be in play as long as possible, so a bucket. Yes, Poop Butt is a character that when you get it, it gives you score times the amount of times that you've succeeded on a run. It grows with you. It can sometimes guarantee you a finish, but it only activates when your ball dies. These are random items and then the black market item. Sometimes it's worth it to get the black market item, sometimes it's not. I'll go ahead and get it so y'all can see the black market item. You won't see it for until we go to the store. That was not as good as I would have liked. We're gonna re-roll this. That was horrible. That was worse. Oh no, please don't let me choke this late. Okay, gold gives us money for each one we hit. Oh no, that was bad. Where's my... Oh, my 256 is at the bottom. I need to hit my 256 first if I can. Oh, yep, it might be over already. See, even though I had a really good beginning with lots of multiplications, I still might lose this because of random chance. God damn it. Nubby is a cruel mistress. Cruel mistress ball. My chicken don't want to cut. The game is silly, but it's also the most serious thing you'll ever play. We'll do uranium rod. Reroll. No poop butt. Sorry, but we need poop butt. No poop butt. No poop butt. Well, legs are good. So every time I pop 10 pegs, the pants will pop a random peg. And when it does pop it, it gives double the points of what it's worth. Halves the highest peg, doubles the lowest peg 2 times. This can potentially lead to more points. I'm gonna buy extra item slots though. Because there's some items, like there's some artifacts that give us more points based off of the positioning of the items within our boxes, so I don't want to miss out on those. There we go. Oh, that was almost 4 times. Nubby almost creamed his jorts. Oh, that was hot. That was bad. No poop butt. God. I really want to restart again. Yes, the sun exploded because I failed to reach the number goal. If I don't reach the number goal, the sun explodes. That's what I'm talking about. This game is very serious. Y'all don't understand the stakes here. Each time I fail, a universe dies. Snipers again. That was bad. I'm never gonna hit those snipers. Especially if I play like that. Or like that. You get a life for each time you restock, so you want to restock as much as possible so that you stay at full health. I hate this wizard guy. I never get it when I actually would benefit from it. Force triggers all items in odd-numbered slots when first peg is popped, so I can force it to activate good items. The lobster claw is pretty good. Every item in your inventory gives points equal to a random numbers peg, so that's just randomly a bunch of extra points. Now that we bought all our item slots, the cafe is open. And we can see this monstrous mouth. And then we spend money to feed the mouth. So if I feed it strawberries, a strawberry is worth 1 coin every time it's been eaten, maxing out at 7 times. So early on, I want to buy as many strawberries as I can so that I come back to the cafe and get free money, essentially. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. 2 times, 2 times, 2 times. I don't know how long I'll play this for. I might actually play this for only an hour, or I may play it for the whole night. It really depends on how Nubby handles this, or whether Tony decides to fuck me. This is Tony. If Tony fucks me, I'm not going to do very well. He decides my fate. Alright, let's... That was a bad reroll. There we go. There we go. A double restock. I take those. I like those. I don't like that. Alright, it would cost too many coins to get to the black market key, so I'm just gonna grab an item. We got Jack. Summons a sharp shot that will pop a random peg 10 times if you pass your goal. But because I have the waffle perk, it force triggers all items in odd numbered slots, so when I peg my first peg... When I peg the first person, when I first pop a peg, it's going to force number 1 to go off and number 3 to go off. So we can move this one over so that 1 and 3 get activated. That'll result in more points. Oh, that wasn't the best. That was bad. Okay. This is perfect. This is exactly what we want. Snipers target the highest valued item each time you hit it, so snipers can really get you those higher multiples a lot more easily. Yeah, we have a good chance of hitting ×3 here. Yep, there we go. That was good. That was good. We want to hit the cafe first in case there's a hot dog. Yep. The hot dog dog, when you feed it to the guy here, you get a coin for each remaining life. So it costs 3 and gives me 5. So we always want to eat the hot dog. Buying the kidney bean will stock a rare food in its place, but I don't have the money to do that, so we're going to re-roll. Okay, we got noodle. Mimics the effect of the most recently eaten item, so I can grab this and I'll get 5 coins back, which is a ripoff. Instead, we want to do a strawberry, and then we'll go back. I don't want any of these. Although, if we pop the highest number peg, this gives more. I think I want to gamble and try to get poop butt. I did not get poop butt. Summons a sharp shot that will pop a random peg 10 times. I don't know if I want to buy into jacks. I do like... Actually, since we got enough slots for each item to be in an odd-numbered slot, I should have been doing that in the first place. Alright, and then we'll freeze the jack, just in case. In case I decide I do want it. Just 1 times pop. Okay, if I fully pop one of these, Nubby dies on the spot, so I don't really want to hit those. Or if I do hit him, I want him to be a very high number. Alright. We got 25% chance to force trigger the item in slot 3 when a peg is fully popped. That's only a 25% chance. This one gives it every time, so that one's kind of a lesser version of that. The gourmet perk is something we do want. Force triggers this item in slot 7 1 time for every 10 foods consumed. We're going to eat a lot of foods here soon. Okay, this is a pretty good bucket. Just a 1 times multiplier, though. That was bad. Yep, that was horrible. Not getting as many pops as I would like. That was good. Hello. This was an item that worked well for me the first time I used it, but... I don't know if it's very good. When the first peg is popped, everything gives 15%. No, so that actually is good. And then I can put that in a force trigger slot. Then let's go to the cafe. Oh, I accidentally spent too much money. I don't have enough for the hot dog. I unfortunately have to make my money. I had to make a positive amount. Yeah, ended up making a profit that time. Still, no poop butt. We can get our cactus back. That'd just be a big waste of money. We'll increase our jacks. Oh, man. Oh, man. No, that was a bad reroll. That was just a bad ball toss in general. Okay, Mayhem, when they get hit, they explode in a cross. These have the potential to clear the board. Well, 3 times is still good. This game is very funky. We want waffle perk again. Ooh, big points. Poop butt! We have poop butt finally! I'm so happy to have poop butt. We gotta make our money real quick though. We get the poop butt. Now the reason poop butt is great is because when you pop your first peg, every time the board has restocked this game, you gain 15 additional points. So poop butt's gonna be going off constantly. Yeah. Poop butt is something to be excited over. You 100% want poop butt. Poop butt will usually get you halfway to your goal every time. No, not this poop butt. I think I need to upgrade my poop butt. Now, it's impossible to get excited for a run because you could think you have it. You could be like, oh, this is the ultimate build, I've got it. And then get dunked on by RNG. So I'm trying to avoid being too excited right now. Because we got like another 50 rounds left. Piggy? I mean hot dog. The pickle rat gives me an extra reroll. That mimics hot dog, which would put me at a negative, but it would help prime gourmet perk. So I will lose 1 coin in order to make that better. Yeah, it's like Peggle, but it's like a... It's designed to look like a old educational game from the 90s. But it's also a roguelike. And Peggle. It's a lot of things. The block. When you force trigger this item, it transforms to the force trigger to the item to the left of me now. Poop butt! We can upgrade our poop butt. Now poop butt gives us 2,000 points every time. But it's actually times 6 because of the way the waffle perk works. Yeah, that 3 times restock. The poop butt grows stronger. Now y'all are starting to see the power of poop butt. Reroll. Get that 8k. There we go. Now we're gonna start getting doubles and triples every time. We've sold enough strawberries that we're making a profit on strawberries. Avocado gives us 1% increased odds for rare items across all of the shops. That includes the black market. That includes here. That includes the regular shop. Kebab gives us a 50% chance to force trigger the rightmost item in our inventory. So when Nubby dies, there's a 50% chance that Poop Butt gets activated. So we could buy this and get double Poop Butt. But what's in our shop? Do we have Poop Butt in our shop? Because we could just get another Poop Butt. We're gonna get Shish Kebab. Because the Shish Kebab perk can be bought multiple times. It can stack and make us even more points. We have 8 points. If Nubby's still alive, summons a meat orb that will float around and pop pegs. Meat orbs die when Nubby dies. Okay, this could be useful. There we go. 3 times. Getting the big points. Okay, so this one sucks. This is actually what killed my run last time when I was getting 99s. When you hit the snow globe, it makes everything else match that snow globe's number. Which, if the snow globe is a low number, is really bad. You can really screw yourself over with that. See. There goes half the point. There goes all the points wiped from the board. Force triggers all number of pegs popped items. I only have one item that does that, and that's pants. If Nubby dies, if you have passed this round goal this round, force triggers the item slot and 5 twice. We'll swap those 2. And then take the candle perk. Now the thing about perks is that they can't be sold once you've gotten them, so if I get stuck with something bad, I'm stuck with it. There we go. 8k at the top. Oop, that was a bad bounce. Ooh, there we go. Not the best. It was something, though. I missed the 16k, but that's good. Something else got it. Oh, we can upgrade our Yeti. We gotta go into the shop and make our money first, though. No money to be made. We'll make the Yeti stronger. Maybe I should have done a separate Yeti. No, the value's additive, so it wouldn't have made a difference. We'll put one of these on ice. Now, ideally, we would get more poop butts, and we'd get squids, because squids will mimic an item they're next to. So I could make my entire board poop butts. I have to reroll. That was bad. Ugh. I forgot what Booger Party does. I always forget to check. If the first peg popped was the highest number peg, force triggers the items in slot 1 and 2 times each. Force triggers the item in slot 6 one time for every 7 rounds you passed with this in your inventory. We'll get that. Oh wait, that's when Nubby dies. We don't want that. We don't want the Booger Party there. Not the Booger Party, the monstrosity. Yes, if you can get 7 poop butts, you can, if you're doing well, you can get a free board clear, essentially. Not a board clear, a round finish. Yeah. See, the pants are random. If we want that to go off as many times as possible to increase the odds that it hits something big like the 32K. Really, we want mostly more relics that are going to set off our odd number items. Let's see if our moneymakers are in. Just one. Let's upgrade our monstrosity. Our monstrosity now, every 1.5 seconds, if Nubby is still alive, summons a disease orb that will aggressively float around and pop pegs. So we benefit more now the longer we keep Nubby alive. But then we have a safety net if when Nubby does die. Let's reroll. 60% chance to do nothing each time he bounces. Chance to double, chance to halve. This one's kind of random. It can be really good and it can be really bad. It just depends on how it's feeling. That was bad. There we go. See, the dinosaur can be bad because if it does do a halving of a peg, that means that if that peg is hit, it's worth half the points it would have been had I just not had Dancing Dino. But on the other hand, it has a chance to double another peg, which means that that peg has higher, points. Oh man, my 32K is where I can't reach it. Oh, there we go. Yes, Dancing Dino is also random XD, but also really cute. Rar means I love you in dinosaur. Ooh. That was a good shot to hit that 65, but I did not get much more points than that. Oh, I almost passed despite missing. Yeah, sometimes it's not good to just go straight for the best one. We only have 6 coins, but you know what? We don't have a rare item, and I'm willing to get rid of Dancing Dino to make space. I feel like I could have gotten higher points on that. I think I'm gonna sell the Dancing Dino. I'm gonna blame it on the dino. That was bad too. There we go. See, it can be really random whether you pass or not. I wouldn't say it's the evil shop, it's just the black market. We'll use the key here to open up the black market, and then we get some really obscure items here. So this is the pointer. When a peg is completely popped, that means it doesn't exist anymore. It marks a random peg. When the peg is marked, all pegs that have the same number will be doubled. If no pegs have the same number as the marked peg, a random peg will be doubled. That one's okay. If you can't get anything else, this one's fine. Clayman guy. Every half second, summon 2 clay balls. If a clay ball bounces off a wall or a peg, it will count as Nubby hits a wall trigger. Clay ball dies after 2 bounces. That would be good if I had something that triggered off of wall bounces. I don't have those. King Baby. Every 1.5 seconds, the lowest number peg becomes a copy of the highest number peg. Okay, that one's actually good. That has a chance to give us much more score. You've been robbed. Oh, this is a new one. I haven't seen this one. Burglar peg. When fully popped, the item in slot 2 will be sold. What the fuck? What? No! Sorry for cursing. But, no, what? Okay, I like having the disease orb, but I think I'd rather lose the pants if that happens. Only if it's fully popped. Okay, we're fine. When Nubby dies, Force triggers all first pegged popped items. Does that set off the perks too? Because if so, well, yeah, let's see. Okay, this is the final area. If I finish this, I've won. Oh, we still passed. I didn't like how we passed though. Yeah, that was good. The King Baby actually helped me out there. I took one of my ones and turned it into a what's it called? A 65k. Ooh, Nubby held on for a while there. Got another dancing dino. We are not gonna freeze that. Got a hot dog. Okay, now we're starting to get into the big money. So I could do kidney bean and it stocks a rare item. I also got lentil, but that randomizes all items in my inventory and that's very bad. We don't want that. Buying this will reroll all the items in the food shop, which I might not necessarily want. Another Yeti. I don't want another Yeti. I was hoping for a duplicate of pants. I don't want to change what I have, because what I have is working. Let's do stocks of random rare food. Croissant. Can't afford it. And I can't afford a reroll, so I'm just going to buy a food item in order to buff the gourmet perk. Oh, there we go. That's actually a profit. Well, that's not a profit, actually. I'm still in the negative from that one. Alright, I want to hit that dark purple one. Actually, I might get more points from not hitting it because of how King Baby works. Don't touch me. When popped for the first time, all other pegs will be doubled or halved. Well, I want them doubled. I don't mind them being doubled. There we go. This looks cursed. It kinda is. Sun Temple. Is this game about saving the sun from Nubby? No, I think it's saving the sun from Tony. I think Tony's the one blowing up the sky. He's the one who told me that if I didn't do it, the sun would blow up. Oh, every second force triggers one random item. This is way better than Waffle perk. This is something to get. If you see the chaotic perk, get it every time. Oh, horse pill. Oh no, this is actually worth changing a build over. Okay, we're gonna sell pants, and we're gonna get horse pill. And then hot dog. Strawberry. And we got another poop butt. Oh man, this is actually setting me up really well. I don't need poop butt anymore. I don't think he's not giving me enough points that it's worthwhile. I think we're better off having horse pill go off multiple times. We don't have a mouse in the shop, so I'm gonna buy a kebab. Okay, the reason horse pill is crazy is because when you finish the round goal, it has a 25% chance to double the highest number peg. So it can recycle and make the higher pegs worth even more. So if I can keep a ball in play long enough that I can pass the goal, I can easily get double or triple. Chaotic perk is like the order of fries in every burger place. You always get it. OMG, Nubby's Peak Factory. See, Katie gets it. You finally beat all the challenges? I haven't had the time to do that. I've been playing Lunacid and other stuff. We don't necessarily want to go for the highest right now because we have King Baby. That's good. That's 2 times points. There. We mostly want buckets. Number Mania. The peg will multiply your total points by 1.5 times when popped for the first time. So when it's popped for the first time. So we want to save those. There you go. Look at that. A nice tasty times 7. I love horse pill. See, it's a horse attached to a pill, making it a horse pill. Yeah, so horse pill, when I finish getting the goal points, it'll increase the quality. It'll make more high point pegs. Which means when my other stuff is popping them, it'll be worth more. Okay. Nope, that was a bad launch. Let's get our money up. We'll make kidney bean. Okay, so it just shows another item. Upgrades the rightmost item in your inventory, but deletes the leftmost item in your inventory. So we don't really need poop butt for points anymore, so we're gonna eat this. Oh, no we're not, because I'm too poor. Classic Sarah. Poor. I think we're good. Okay, we're at the point where the points don't come from Nubby hitting things, the points come from Nubby being in play as long as possible. Oh, that was really bad. I don't want to hit the highest one first anymore. Hitting the highest one first means that I don't get as many points in the long run. Dolphin. Summons a beach ball that emits 5 streams of confetti when popped. Pegs popped by confetti give 125% of their points. 125% of their number. That's a good replacement for Poop Butt. Poop Butt was useful in the beginning. We don't need Poop Butt to pass anymore. And then this will give us extra rerolls in the shop. There we go, we can upgrade our claw. Alright, and then back to getting our money up, not our funny up. Final boss, we're at the end. Tony shoots lasers from his eyes. If a peg is hit by a laser, the number will be reduced to 1. Doesn't matter, 9 times points. Suck it, evil Tony. Easy peasy. I told y'all Tony Jr. was just free wins. You should play Lunacid. Lunacid's good. I could go into endless mode, but I wouldn't make it very far because I'm not getting those 99.99s anymore. So let's go back to the main menu and see if I can buy a new character, a new